Have you ever contemplated the key to genuinely thriving as you age? It's common knowledge that maintaining an active lifestyle, staying in motion, and avoiding stagnation are essential for well-being. What if I suggested that reducing your activity levels might actually be the secret to enhancing your well-being and extending your lifespan, particularly after the age of 70? In today's video, we will delve into 3 straightforward yet impactful practices that have aided numerous individuals in enhancing their experience during their later years. These insights on aging go beyond the usual advice you've encountered. The third option could very well be the solution you've been looking for, and I assure you it will transform your perspective on aging. Stay with me until the end, as you will uncover the key to increased energy and learn how to achieve greater fulfillment in your daily life, regardless of your age. Before we start, I would be grateful if you could like this video to help me further share the valuable lessons on aging. For those who haven't subscribed yet, I highly encourage you to do so and activate the notification bell to stay updated with all the latest videos. If you enjoyed this video, please share your thoughts by commenting 1. If it didn't resonate with you, feel free to comment 0 so I can improve future content for your benefit. Let's dive right in. 1. The art of mindful rest. I want to share an insight that profoundly changed my view on overall well-being. A few months back, I had the opportunity to meet David, a 75-year-old former marathon runner, at a local community center in Chicago. David's story highlighted the critical importance of achieving balance in life, especially regarding the interplay between activity and rest. Do you know what he shared with me? I dedicated my entire life to the belief that increased physical activity leads to improved well-being. I have gained a deeper understanding now. His insights resonated deeply with me, and here's the reason behind it. David had consistently taken pride in being the most active individual in his retirement community. Each day was filled with activity. Morning runs, afternoon tennis matches, and evening walks are excellent ways to stay active and maintain overall well-being. He was constantly active, believing that increased movement would lead to better health. However, in spite of his disciplined workout regimen, David started to sense that something was amiss. He experienced persistent fatigue, his joints were sore, and unexpectedly, his blood pressure started to increase. It served as a crucial reminder. Subsequently, an unforeseen injury compelled David to take a step back. That's when he discovered what he refers to as his golden formula, the practice of mindful rest. Initially, the concept of taking a break seemed to go against his instincts. Ultimately, he had dedicated his life to the belief that perpetual movement was essential for well-being. However, after being compelled to pause, David discovered that rest is not synonymous with inactivity. It's about minimizing actions while ensuring they are driven by intention and purpose. He is certainly not alone in recognizing the advantages of taking a step back. Dr. Sarah Johnson, a prominent authority on aging with over 20 years of experience studying the effects of rest at the Mayo Clinic, recently conducted groundbreaking research indicating that older adults who engage in what she refers to as strategic rest tend to achieve better health outcomes compared to those who remain constantly active. She emphasizes the importance of prioritizing quality rather than quantity. As you reach the age of 70, it's essential to recognize that your body needs additional time to recover. It's not a lack of motivation, it's a wise approach to nurturing your body. This research has provided significant insights, particularly for individuals who might have been conditioned to think that an abundance is always advantageous. What does David's approach to mindful rest entail in real life? He starts each day with what he refers to as his morning mindful moments. Rather than diving headfirst into his daily routine, David dedicates 15 minutes each morning to sit peacefully on his porch, enjoying his coffee and observing the vibrant life unfolding around him. It may seem straightforward, yet a significant transformation occurs during these moments of tranquility. He chuckles, reflecting on how he once believed this was a waste of time. I've come to understand that it provides me with the essential energy required to sustain my entire day. It's remarkable how something so tiny can have such a significant impact. Throughout the rest of his day, David incorporates what professionals refer to as strategic rest periods. These are not naps, however, taking short naps can also be beneficial. Instead, these are intentional pauses between activities. For example, after completing errands, he could take a 10-minute break to concentrate on his breathing or pause for a moment of tranquility before moving on to the next task. Consider these pauses as an opportunity to refresh both your mental and physical state. These are crafted to rejuvenate your energy and help you find balance, enabling you to navigate your day with increased vitality. The influence of intentional relaxation on David's life has been extraordinary. Since adopting these restorative practices, his sleep quality has greatly enhanced, his blood pressure levels have stabilized, and he experiences a boost in overall energy. He continues to engage in tennis and various sports, yet he now experiences improved performance, increased energy, and a revitalized enjoyment of the game. I'm not merely increasing my efforts, David contemplates. I'm performing at a higher level because I'm getting adequate rest. Now, let's engage in an activity together. Let's take a deep breath together, if you can. Gently close your eyes if it feels right for you. Notice the way your body makes contact with the chair or couch, embracing the support it provides. Pause and become aware of the feeling of tranquility. This brief pause, this moment of rest, serves a vital purpose beyond mere inactivity. It's essential to allow your mind and body the necessary time to rejuvenate. It's a valuable investment in your well-being. Let's get straight to the point. Rest complements activity. It is fundamentally what enables meaningful activity to occur. Consider this carefully. When you're well rested, isn't it true that everything else seems to fall into place more effortlessly? Your movements become more fluid, your thoughts sharpen, and you begin to find pleasure in your activities instead of merely enduring them. Rest holds incredible potential. It not only rejuvenates your body, but it also amplifies every aspect of your activities. Dr. Johnson's research uncovers something truly intriguing. Individuals who integrate mindful rest into their daily routines experience a 40% boost in their energy levels. However, there is more to consider. Significant enhancements in balance, cognitive abilities, and social interactions are also evident. What is the reason behind this? When you are not feeling drained, you can be more attentive, more involved, and more in tune with the individuals and experiences surrounding you. You can engage in your life completely. What implications does this have for you? For those considering this approach, it's advisable to begin with a modest step. Tomorrow morning, before diving into the busyness of your day, dedicate just 5 minutes to sit in stillness. Embrace the present moment without the burden of planning or anxiety. Experience the benefits of embracing stillness. Observe the transformation in your morning when you start with a brief period of mindful relaxation. This marks the beginning of your journey to fully embrace the practice of mindful rest. And keep in mind, doing less doesn't equate to surrendering to life. It involves enhancing the purposefulness and intentionality of your activities. As David insightfully states, I'm not doing less with my life. I'm embracing a lifestyle that prioritizes simplicity and mindfulness. However, there is more to consider. Allow me to reveal an intriguing insight about the relationship between mindful rest and discovering joy in the simplest moments of life. Stick around, as this is where things become even more intriguing. If you are still engaged with this video and discovering valuable insights, please comment number 1 below to indicate that you are continuing to watch alongside me. I appreciate your time and insights. 2. Have you ever considered the profound impact of taking a moment to appreciate the small details in life? It's akin to pausing from a relentless pace, allowing yourself a moment to inhale deeply, observe your surroundings, and genuinely recognize what has always been present. In our fast-paced lives, we frequently become preoccupied with lofty ambitions, significant milestones, and the overarching narrative, causing us to overlook the serenity and joy found in the most ordinary moments. I'd like to recount a story about a woman named Linda from Denver, who imparted a significant lesson on discovering joy in the small, quiet moments of life. Linda had spent the majority of her life as a high-powered executive, fueled by an ambition to reach new heights, accomplish greater tasks, and attain more success. She was constantly in motion, perpetually strategizing, and relentlessly pursuing the next opportunity for growth. Even after retiring at 73, she found it challenging to let go of her tendency to fill her calendar with ambitious plans and activities. "I believe that only grand experiences could bring me a sense of fulfillment," she shared with a soft chuckle, her eyes sparkling with warmth. "I was completely mistaken." Her journey commenced when she cultivated a modest garden on her patio. It wasn't an extensive landscaping endeavor, merely a handful of pots filled with herbs and flowers. Initially, she dismissed it, perceiving it as too straightforward, too insignificant to have any real impact. However, as time went on, an unforeseen development started to unfold. Each morning, as she tended to her plants, she began to observe details she had previously overlooked. She observed the sunlight shimmering on the dewdrops, the gentle movements of the leaves as they danced in the breeze, and how the plants appeared to reach for the sun. A whole new realm seemed to unveil itself to her, right in her own backyard. She describes it as an extraordinary revelation. These small moments of beauty and subtle observations brought Linda a joy that had consistently escaped her during her pursuit of larger, more significant aspirations. That joy endured, contrasting sharply with the temporary satisfaction she once experienced after reaching significant milestones. Findings from the Positive Aging Project uncovered some intriguing insights. Individuals over the age of 70 who derive joy from everyday moments experience a 60% increase in life satisfaction compared to those who are perpetually pursuing significant accomplishments. It appears that the small, everyday experiences are what truly enrich and fulfill our lives. It's the subtle, daily experiences we frequently miss while pursuing grander aspirations. What steps can we take to begin cultivating this sense of joy within ourselves? Linda, now referring to these moments as her happiness anchors, has discovered that nurturing simple joys can profoundly change our life experiences. I've shared these practices with numerous individuals, many of whom have discovered that they, too, can attain a greater sense of fulfillment through these simple, everyday moments. Begin with what Linda refers to as the morning marvel. Each morning, pause to notice something small that draws your focus. The gentle warmth of sunlight cascading over your pillow, the inviting scent of freshly brewed coffee, or the soothing chirps of birds serenading you from outside your window can all contribute to a sense of well-being. Simply observe it, whatever it may be. Pay attention to it. Take your time with it. Take a moment to stop and truly savor the experience. It may astonish you to discover how a straightforward practice can enhance your sense of tranquility and satisfaction throughout your day. Next, engage in what I refer to as sensory moments. Throughout your day, take brief moments to connect with one of your senses. Experience the softness of your favorite sweater, breathe in the refreshing air following a rain shower, or pay attention to the gentle hum of your surroundings. These are not merely sensory observations. They serve as pathways to happiness. It's about immersing yourself in the world around you, not through a lens of obligation, but rather through one that fosters gratitude and appreciation. Additionally, establish what Linda refers to as connection spots. These are essential moments of connection, whether with others or with yourself, that you incorporate into your daily routine. Perhaps it's a daily conversation with a friend over a warm cup of tea or a weekly trip to your favorite coffee shop where the barista greets you by name. These connection points are not merely about maintaining a hectic schedule. They focus on cultivating mindfulness and nurturing connections that promote a feeling of community and togetherness. These practices are genuinely impressive. They contribute to our overall well-being. They alter the functioning of our brains. Dr. Robert Lewis, a prominent researcher at the Center for Aging Studies, discovered that individuals who consistently recognize and value small joys not only experience improved mood and memory but also exhibit enhanced immune function. Research indicates that concentrating on small joys significantly enhances our mental and emotional health. It enhances our overall physical well-being as well. Now is the perfect time to give this a try. Observe your surroundings. Is there a little thing in your life that brings you a sense of happiness? It could be the image of someone dear to you displayed on your desk, the inviting comfort of a snug chair, or the gentle way sunlight streams through the window. Take a closer look at it. Pay attention to it. Thank you for your support. Experience the happiness it offers. These moments may appear insignificant, yet they possess the power to significantly alter our day and our perspective on life. Linda now reflects that her most joyful moments are found in the small, everyday experiences rather than the grand occasions she previously pursued. Her morning garden ritual brings small yet profound joy, as she savors the fresh herbs she cultivated herself, accompanied by friendly waves from passing neighbors. She expresses that she once believed joy was something to chase after. It's essential to pay attention to this matter. And here's the most remarkable aspect of all of this. These practices can be easily adopted by anyone, regardless of location or time constraints. No special equipment, hefty budget, or extensive time commitment is necessary. Embrace the power of slowing down, opening your eyes and heart, and appreciating the simple joys that already exist in your life. Before I present our third practice, which seamlessly complements the previous ones we've explored, allow me to pose a question to you. What little pleasure have you observed today? It may be an aspect of life that often goes unnoticed, yet when you take a moment to reflect, its significance becomes strikingly clear. Use this as a foundation to explore greater fulfillment in your life. If you are continuing to engage with this video and discovering these lessons beneficial, kindly leave a comment with the number 2 below to indicate your ongoing viewership. Thank you for your precious time. 3. Embracing a mindset of appreciation. Allow me to share an experience from a charming, hidden coffee shop in Boston, where I encountered Bob, an 84-year-old gentleman who profoundly transformed my perspective on gratitude and the small moments that enrich our lives. Each morning, right at 7 a.m., Bob is consistently seated at his usual table by the window, enjoying his coffee in serene reflection while jotting down notes in a small, well-used notebook. There's a certain peace about him, air of contentment that draws people in, yet it's his simple morning ritual that holds the true secret to his joy. Curious about what truly enriches life? Bob asked me one morning as he slid his notebook across the table with a twinkle in his eye. The pages of the notebook weren't filled with grandiose goals or a list of life-changing adventures. Instead, they held the simplest of notes, yet each one was infused with a profound sense of gratitude. Today's coffee tastes especially good, read one entry. Another said, Sarah called, her voice always makes me smile. There was even a note that simply said, watch the sunrise, reminded me how lucky I am to see another day. What Bob had discovered, over the years, wasn't just a sense of gratitude, it was a whole new way of experiencing life, a way of being fully present in the small, seemingly insignificant moments that most of us tend to overlook. When you're younger, he told me, you're always looking ahead to the next big thing, the next promotion, the next vacation, the next milestone. But at my age, I've learned that the real treasure is in appreciating what's already here, what's already good. It was a reminder that the pursuit of happiness often takes us further from it, whereas contentment lies in appreciating the present, exactly as it is. What's fascinating is that this mindset isn't just a feel-good notion, it's backed by science. Recent studies have shown that people who practice gratitude regularly tend to have stronger immune systems, better heart health, and even sleep better at night. But here's the twist, it's not about forcing yourself to feel thankful for everything in your life. It's about noticing what already brings you joy, what already makes you smile, even on the toughest of days. Bob's morning ritual is beautifully simple. Before even opening his notebook, he takes 3 slow, intentional sips of his coffee. With each sip, he pauses and reflects on one thing he's grateful for. These aren't monumental moments, but rather small, everyday occurrences, like the warmth of the cup in his hands, the rich aroma of the coffee, or the quiet peace of the early morning. Sometimes, he chuckles to himself and says, "I'm just grateful for this coffee." There's no need for grand gestures or dramatic shifts, just a daily practice of noticing what's right in front of you. Now, here's something that has truly transformed the lives of many people. I've shared it with the evening gratitude ritual. Before you go to bed each night, take a few quiet moments to reflect on 3 things, tiny things, that made you smile during your day. Maybe it was the warmth of the sun on your face, the comfort of a cozy chair, or a kind word from a colleague. It doesn't matter how big or small the moment was. Just acknowledge it. Simply say, "That made my day a little brighter," and let that feeling fill your heart for a moment. That's all it takes. Bob also taught me about something he calls gratitude connections. Every time he talks to his children or grandchildren, he makes it a point to mention one specific thing he appreciates about them. Not just a simple, "I love you," but something specific and heartfelt like, "I love how you always remember to call on Sundays," or "Your laugh reminds me of your mother." Bob has found that these specific expressions of gratitude deepen his relationships in ways that words alone never could. It's a reminder that the little things we do for one another can make the biggest impact. And here's something we can try together, right now. Take a deep breath and think of one person who adds something positive to your life. Maybe it's the mailman who always greets you with a smile or the neighbor who waves hello every time they see you. Just hold that person in your thoughts for a moment and feel grateful for their presence in your life. You may be surprised by how much this simple act shifts your perspective. Do you know what's truly beautiful about gratitude? It grows. It's like planting seeds in your heart that bloom more and more with each passing day. Bob tells me that since he began his morning ritual, he started noticing more and more things to be grateful for. Little treasures that were always there, waiting to be seen. It's like training your eyes to see treasure, he says. Once you start looking for it, you find it everywhere. And that's the magic of it. When you start paying attention to the good in your life, you'll see more of it, and it will begin to fill your days with light. The community at Bob's coffee shop has noticed the change in him. Other regulars started asking about his notebook, and now, there's a small group that meets weekly to share their gratitude moments. They affectionately call themselves the Grateful Hearts Club. And while Bob laughs at how cheesy it sounds, he's seen firsthand how powerful it is. The simple act of sharing gratitude has created a small, tight-knit community where people support each other through both the good times and the tough ones. It works, he says with a smile. You just have to try it. Some mornings, Bob admits, it's harder to find things to be grateful for. There are days when the clouds feel a little heavier and when life feels a little more overwhelming. But he's learned over time, that even on those days, there's usually something. Whether it's the comfort of a familiar routine, the kindness of a stranger, or simply the gift of another day to experience life. Even on the hard days, he says, gratitude can be a quiet but powerful companion. Remember Margaret, who we met earlier? She recently joined Bob's morning coffee group, and between moving more slowly, finding joy in the simple things, and practicing gratitude, she says, I've never felt more alive. It's a beautiful reminder that no matter our age, stage of life, or circumstances, there's always room for more gratitude and connection. Let's pause for a moment and reflect. Think about your day so far. What's one small thing you could write in your gratitude notebook? It doesn't have to be big or important. Just real, just true. Maybe it was a moment of laughter, a kind gesture, or the comfort of your favorite mug in your hands. Whatever it is, take a moment to acknowledge it. That's the beauty of gratitude, it's always available, always present, and always ready to be noticed. I hope today's video has given you some fresh insights on how to embrace a more balanced and fulfilling approach to aging. So, what have you learned so far? Is it the power of mindful rest, the joy in simple moments, or the practice of gratitude? I'd love to hear from you. Comment below with one thing you've learned and plan to bring into your own life. If you liked this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more transformative content. Let's continue this journey together. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.